Good morning, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of the South Hills, also known as Sunnyhill. It's a great joy to see so many of you here with us today. Our mission here at Sunnyhill is to create a more just and compassionate community within and beyond our walls. My name is Mary Jo Hennessy, and I serve as a worship associate for this congregation. If you are a newcomer or a visitor to our congregation, a warm special welcome to you, and please go to sunnyhill.org and click on the button that says New to Sunnyhill to receive more information about our congregation and to receive our weekly email newsletter called The Beat. It arrives promptly on Wednesdays and provides all the information you need to know about what's going on within our walls and what we do outside of our walls to live our mission. And if you are out there joining us online today, please say hello or good morning in the comments on Facebook or YouTube. We'd love to hear from you and extend a warm welcome to you as well. All children of all ages are welcome to our service. For quiet play, we have a children's area here in the sanctuary, which right now there's a waiting line to get into. That's great. For louder activities, we have a nursery just outside the corner entrance to the sanctuary, and we also have a comfort room accessible through the back hallway from which you can hear and see the service. And now, everyone, let us please turn off those cell phones, those electronic devices, so that we can enjoy this service uninterrupted by buzzing or ringing and be here together, fully present in this space at this time. And now, a brief announcement. Has anybody heard about the service auction? Really? You haven't heard about the service auction? Show of hands, please. Who has heard about the service auction? And those with you without your hand up, I'll see you after service. The service auction. It is April 12th, and there is a table outside in the fellowship hall. You may have seen it. There are many service auction people ready and willing to talk to you, to help you donate if you have not done so. And today is the dreaded last day to get your stuff in online. So do not be afraid. It is easy. It is quick. Roxy is here. She will speak to you after, if so inclined. She may not have liked me just saying that, but it's okay. And if you have not yet purchased your tickets for this very fun event, it really is a good time. Lots of good food, lots of fun. You can spend lots of money, which you all intend to do. Tickets are $40, and the last day to purchase them is April 6th. There will be no walk-ins that evening, so please purchase in advance. So we hope to see you all there, and don't feel bad if you're late. I still have 2 to do myself. Okay. Today's sermon, trans rights equal human rights. At a time when the U.S. administration is trying to take away civil rights from people who are transgender and erase their identities, our commitment to being radically welcoming and to work for equal rights for all has never been more important. What can we do to support our transgender friends and siblings? And our opening words were written by Sharon Wiley. We speak so often of brokenness in religious life. Let us speak today of wholeness. You are welcome here, all of you. Every part of you beautiful, just the way you are. Here you do not need to be something more or something less. No holding back. No hiding, no exerting yourself, no trying to do more or be more. You have inherent worth and dignity. Nothing to prove here, nothing to prove to me or the person sitting next to you or the children or to anyone. You don't have to try and be witty or more quiet or more outgoing. You are beautiful. Every part of you is beautiful just the way you are. You do not need to change anything about yourself to be welcome here. Your skin, your hair, your belly, your limbs, your face, all beautiful, just the way they are. You are extraordinary. Each and every one of you different from each and beautiful in your own beautiful way. Breathtaking. Let us worship together. Please join me in saying the words to light our chalice. We light this flame for those who celebrate themselves, who fear, who hope, who persevere, who stand on the side of love for all.
The song that we're about to sing, Where You Go, I Will Go, comes from the book of Ruth in the Bible. Ruth makes a choice to follow her mother-in-law, Naomi, into a strange land as an act of solidarity. She chooses to give up whatever privilege and comfort she has in her native land of Moab to journey with Naomi, an elderly widow who has lost everything she's ever had. As we sing the words of Ruth today, we do so as our own statement of solidarity with all of those who are oppressed and marginalized, and we promise to cross the borders of our own culture and comfort and identity in order to side with those who need our love, our support, and our power.
Please rise and bow to your spirit to join in the singing. There's clapping that goes along with this one. Kind of made it a game. Sometimes you clap once, sometimes you clap twice, sometimes you don't clap at all. So I'm going to direct you. Here we go. We'll start out with 2 claps. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. One more time. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Thank you. Please be seated.
Alrighty, it is our time for all ages. If there are any kiddos present that want to come up and join me, now is your chance. This way. Good morning, friends. We're going to begin our time together with some centering. So let's settle in. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Take a deep breath in and out. Another time, in and out. And one more time, deep breath in and out. You can open your eyes now. Your story matters, and how you express yourself is part of that story. Last Sunday, if you were here, we talked about the many things that could come in a box. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of not putting yourself into one. So, up here on stage, I have lots of little boxes. They say different things on them. This one says sporty, artsy, funny, pretty, smart, and this big one says dramatic. And I've got this little one here. It's shy. See the little shy box? You could hold the shy box. It's shy. It has no pictures. What if I said, pick one, and that is the only one you get to be for the rest of your life? Would you have a hard time choosing? Just one forever? I would. For me, I want to be funny some days and artsy some days, and some days I feel smart. Some days I want to be pretty. Some days all I want to do is be all those things in like 1 hour. I like to change it up. So many times we try to fit ourselves or others into boxes. But today, not right now, today I want to share that that does not have to be part of your story. You get to choose how you want to present yourself to the world. If you want to, you could rip up the box, or you could create your own way to be. When we try to fit ourselves into a box, it confines our true nature. It closes us into the possibility of being who we really are. Friends, your story matters, and you get to decide how to tell your story. Before we head to our RE class, I have a special friend named Riley who's going to come up and share one last thing with us. Let's listen to Riley.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Miss Jen. And what I got out of that was never giving up on yourself, right? And that all of our stories matter. Can I get everyone to stand up, the kids? Kind of wiggle, jiggle, get your bodies going, right? And would I have any volunteers here to tell me what it's like to be kind to other people? What is it like?
It feels good.
Who agrees with that? It feels really good. And something that Miss Jen and I want to make sure that everyone feels on this stage, it's also very important to be kind to yourself. The way that you talk to yourself matters. So always think about saying positive things about yourself, just like those boxes, right? I want everyone in this group to join me in saying, my story matters. We're going to say it 3 times, okay? So on the count of 3, we'll start saying it. 1, 2, 3.
My story matters. My story matters.
My
Story matters.
Remember those words as we head to RE classes and as we continue to share our true selves with the world. My story matters. Let's sing the children out to their classes.
tough girls. And here's to all the sensitive boys. We belong. And here's to all the rejects. And here's to all the misfits. We belong. And here's to all the brains and the geeks. And here's to all the made-up freaks, yeah. We belong. And when the same old voices say that you'd be better off running away, we belong anyway. Here's to all the one-hit wonders, and here's to all the mistakes and the blunders. We belong. And here's to all the fashion don'ts. And here's to all those Friday nights home alone. We belong. And when the same old voices say that you'd be better off running away, we belong. We belong anyway. Here's to all the outspoken minorities, and here's to those who choose diversity. We belong. And when the same old voices say that you'd be better off running away, we belong anyway. And when those same old voices say that you'd be better off running away, we belong, yeah, we belong anyway.
This is the time in our service when we share joys and sorrows that have been submitted by members of the congregation. After each joy or sorrow that I share, please respond by saying, "We hold you in our hearts." A sorrow from Christine Semsick. Christine says, "My cousin's son, a young man in his early 30s, ended his life on Wednesday. My cousin is devastated and our hearts are broken. To Christine, her cousin, and family, we hold you in our hearts." A joy and sorrow from Adrian Gerber. Adrian says, "My mother, Carol Carl, who is one of the founding members of this church, would have turned 95 this coming Tuesday, April 1st. My sorrow is that she is not physically here for us all to wish her a happy birthday. However, my joy is that her beautiful music and love is still here with us for all to enjoy. To Adrienne and her family, we hold you in our hearts." A joy from Vicky Chan and Michael Hawk. They say, "Happy Eid to all who celebrate. It has been a blessing for us this year to meet Muslims in our Mount Lebanon community and make new friends to teach us about their traditions. To all who celebrate, we hold you in our hearts." And a joy from Peter Conkey. Peter says, I am moving to Concordia of the South Hills. To Peter, we hold you in our hearts. As we sing our musical meditation, we invite anyone who feels moved to do so to come forward, light a candle, place it in the sand, and then return to your seat.
Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me, oh my soul. Speak for me, speak for me, speak for me, oh my soul. Speak for me, speak for me, speak for me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul. Dance with me, dance with me, dance with me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul. Comfort me, comfort me, comfort me, oh my soul.
Please join me in the spirit of meditation and prayer. In an ever more dangerous time, we long for a place of safety. In an ever colder, harsher time, we long for a place of warmth. In an ever more cruel and hateful time, we long for a place of compassion. In an ever more distressing time, we long for a place of comfort. Let us pause for a moment of quiet to experience in this place some of the safety, warmth, compassion, and comfort that we long for. May we be the place we long for. May we be the people we wish to be. May we make real the safety, warmth, compassion, and comfort the world needs now more than ever before. Amen. A few weeks ago, Sunnyhill member Jenna Olson asked me if she might speak to the congregation about her experience as a transgender person during this time of increased danger and persecution for trans people. I asked her to speak briefly today as a preface to my sermon on the occasion of Transgender Day of Visibility, so that we might all get a firsthand account of what it's like to be trans in this extremely challenging time.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jenna Ann Olson. I'm a member of Sunnyhill congregation. I've known that I was really a girl since I was 5 years old. My first recollection was 5 years old playing with Barbie dolls and wearing my sister's dress. I loved it. That was 1972. Over the years, I've watched the way trans people have been treated, and I always felt horrible. I spent my whole life trying to come out as Jenna. It took 50 years to finally come out. When I was 13 years old, I was sexually assaulted, and after that was my first suicide attempt. I never told anybody about the incident until I was 54 years old, and that's when I also came out as Jenna for the first time, and that was at a mental health treatment center in New Mexico. I've had 13 suicide attempts over the years. Since then, I've been fighting for trans rights. I've joined the trans support group. I go to church dressed as my feminine self. Unfortunately, at work and in public, I have to present as John. Last month, I went to the South Hills Village Mall presenting as my feminine self. While walking through the mall, there was a couple with their 2 kids. The husband got right in my face and called me a freak and continued to tell me that he did not want his kids exposed to this and did not want them indoctrinated into this. Needless to say, I left the mall in tears. The hatred that spewed from the man's mouth was disgusting, and most of all, he did this right in front of his kids. This type of hatred and intolerance is learned behavior, and it's been passed down. These are scary times, and I want the whole world to know that we aren't going anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenna, for speaking from your heart and sharing your experiences with us today. I hope that we will all prove worthy of your trust and your openness. Everyone, will you please say with me to Jenna, we hold you in our hearts. We hold you in our hearts. Tomorrow, March 31st, is the Transgender Day of Visibility, created to celebrate transgender people and to raise awareness of the discrimination faced by trans people worldwide. Transgender activist Rachel Crandall Crocker, the creator of the Transgender Day of Visibility, wanted people to have a moment of happiness, a joyful bookend for the more somber Transgender Day of Remembrance that is celebrated in November. So in 2009, she made a Facebook post encouraging people to organize festivities in their hometowns and started messaging accounts from all over the world. I'd been wanting there to be a special day for us for a long time, she recalled, and I was waiting and waiting for someone else to do it. And then finally I said, I'm not waiting anymore, I'm going to do it. And so it was that this celebration, which began as an individual social media post, has grown into an international celebration over the past 16 years, a reminder of the power of one individual to have a great impact in the world. This year, it is especially important to celebrate the Transgender Day of Visibility, as it has become more and more dangerous in recent months to be visible as a trans person in our country. As we just heard a moment ago from Jenna, not only are trans people's rights currently under attack, but they are also increasingly personally under attack as bigots have felt more and more empowered to commit acts of violence against trans people who were already at risk and vulnerable. One of the very first acts of President Trump's current term was to order the federal government to view gender as immutable and discriminate against transgender citizens. While the first 2 months of the current administration have been characterized by chaos in the form of scattershot executive orders on multiple fronts, it has been clear from day one that the Trump administration has been waging as direct a campaign against a single vulnerable minority as we have seen in generations, as stated in a recent New York Times editorial. Within hours, the Times says, this language began to be codified in a series of executive orders and actions attempting to exclude transgender people from nearly every aspect of American public life, denying them accurate identification documents such as passports, imposing a nationwide restriction on gender-affirming medical care for transgender youth, investigating schools with gender-neutral bathrooms, criminalizing teacher support for transgender students, and commanding the Federal Bureau of Prisons to force the estimated 1,500 transgender women in custody to be housed with men. Conservative politicians have increasingly viewed attacking trans rights as a political winner, much as they did attacking civil rights during Richard Nixon's presidency and attacking gay rights in George W. Bush's presidency. To a large extent, Trump won power by caricaturing and demonizing trans people. Now he is using that power to harm trans people. All of this is happening despite the fact that a clear majority of Americans support non-discrimination protections for LGBTQ plus students. According to a recent PRRI survey just earlier this month, more than 75% of Americans support full rights for LGBTQ people. That includes 89% of Democrats, 78% of independents, and 62% of Republicans. But there are enough people with bigoted attitudes that fear-mongering politicians can still score cheap points by going after trans people, taking away their rights, and threatening their lives. As stated by trans author and journalist Jennifer Finney Boylan, Donald Trump's election has released a tide of vitriol against transgender people, and women in particular. Most of our nemesis seem oblivious to the existence of trans men. The silence of our alleged allies this last month has been stunning to me, and some of our allies have even volunteered to throw us under the bus in hopes of rebranding themselves as mainstream. Boylan continues, does Gavin Newsom, who came out against trans women in sports last week, really think that the MAGA base will embrace him now? The challenge for trans people and our allies, Boylan says, is that many of our antagonists cannot imagine what it might be like to be wired the way we are. She says, I still remember when I came out 25 years ago telling a friend that I'd had a lifelong sense of myself as female, that this impulse had dominated my waking life for 40 years. And her response was to dismissively shrug and say, well, I can't imagine that. as if her inability to imagine the life of someone like me was my problem rather than hers. Our problem, Boylan continues, is that no men in women's sports, or there are only two sexes, make great bumper stickers. In such simple phrases, they seem to capture an inarguable truth. Common sense is what the president calls it. But just because arguments against trans people's right to exist are easy to make, that does not make them right. What is difficult, Boylan says, is that understanding how folks like me experience the world takes time and thoughtfulness, not to mention human decency. Time, thoughtfulness, and decency, it seems, are themselves in short supply in our country right now, as is imagination, which is a necessary precursor for compassion. I am continually astonished by how easy it is to hoodwink the American people, to appeal to remnants of bigoted attitudes in order to consolidate power at the expense of vulnerable people. As mentioned earlier, we have seen throughout American history politician after politician rise to power on the backs of those who are most oppressed and marginalized in our country. It was wrong in the 1950s and 60s, and it's just as wrong today. But fear-mongering, it seems, never goes out of style in America. As Jennifer Boylan argues, what is needed is a bit more imagination, thoughtfulness, and yes, decency. And right now, otherwise decent people seem afraid to do the right thing, afraid to speak and act on behalf of trans people, even as they are being physically attacked in public and in private, even when trans people are being demonized by politicians and other leaders who have proved themselves to be vile, disgusting, immoral plunderers time and time again. It has been painful over the past couple of months to see decades of progress become endangered or extinct as edicts from Washington have eroded basic human rights for many Americans, especially for transgender people. It has been painful and disturbing to witness an effort on the part of the current administration to erase certain parts of history and effectively erase certain people altogether. And as I mentioned at our warm embrace gathering here last month, for me, one of the most painful symbolic moments in recent months occurred when the National Park System was ordered to remove references to transgender and queer people on its webpage for the Stonewall National Monument, which marks the site of the New York City Inn where LGBTQ protesters, including now legendary transgender activists, galvanized the movement for LGBTQ rights. As the co-owner of the Stonewall Inn, Stacy Lentz, said, "This feels especially personal when you're coming into the birthplace of the LGBTQ rights movement, where pride began, and erasing the history of the LGBTQ rights movement by erasing trans folks." As a welcoming Unitarian Universalist congregation, we are making a statement. We are saying to and with the trans folks among us, you will not be erased from our presence. We will not be erased. Each of us, each of you, is valued and held in love in our gathered community today and always. Further, what I want to say to our transgender friends and siblings, and what I hope you want to say as well, is we see you, we appreciate you, and love you for who you are, just as you are. Your struggle is our struggle, and your challenges, our challenges. You are whole and beautiful in our eyes and in our hearts, and we are committed to working toward a world in which everyone sees you as whole and beautiful. But beyond seeing you and loving you for who you are, we will also fight for you. Because these days, seeing, loving, and committing are not enough. There is a struggle taking place, and standing on the sidelines as observers is not a morally acceptable or morally defensible option, not for those of us who still believe in human decency, who still believe in human compassion. 3/4 of the American population supports protections for LGBTQ+ people. If even a small percentage of those people became more engaged and let their voices be heard, our situation would look very different than it does today. Trans rights are human rights, nothing more and nothing less. If we support human rights, it cannot be simply an intellectual position. Our support must manifest itself in action. In order to become more decent, more thoughtful, more compassionate versions of ourselves, all of ourselves, we can and must continue engaging in the struggle for trans rights. We can and must continue making our voices heard in town and city council debates, in local school board meetings, in state and federal courthouses and legislatures. We can and must continue living into our best and highest values so that we become more fully inclusive, more open-heartedly welcoming, and more passionately engaged in the struggle for real and enduring justice for trans people here and everywhere. May it be so. Amen.
I know I can.
Though days be dark with storms and burdens weigh my heart, though troubles wait at every turn, I know I can go on when sorrow heals my soul. time for our morning offering. And our Share the Plate beneficiary for the month of March is Lebo Pride, whose mission is to advance visibility, education, celebration, and inclusion of queer, gender diverse, and other marginalized groups. Our goal is to raise at least $2,000 today, but, well, we started a few days ago, but to support our congregation's sponsorship of the annual Lebo Pride event on June 14th. We are sponsors of this event. And today is the last day, as I said, of the Share the Plate offering, and we're very close to making our goal, so please give if you can. You can make a gift online on our website or by text at 412-324-3130. We'll be passing our offering basket soon for cash and checks. And if you are writing a check, please make it out to UUCSH and put Share the Plate in the memo line. And as always, thank you for your generosity. Please join me in saying the words for extinguishing our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
I have a couple of brief announcements before our closing words. One is that there will be a Save Social Security rally coming up a week from tomorrow, Monday, April 7th, here in Mount Lebanon, from 4 to 6 p.m. on the corner of Cedar and Washington, just uptown here in front of the building that houses the Social Security office. That's this Monday, a week from tomorrow, April 7th, from 4 to 6 p.m. Also, Sunnyhill is proud to unite with over 380 UU congregations nationwide for the inaugural UU Climate Justice Revival this April. Together, we aim to inspire action and deepen our commitment to building a just and sustainable future. On Sunday, April 20th, our service will shine a spotlight on climate justice. The sermon will explore the challenges we face through the lens of renewal, drawing inspiration from spring's arrival, Easter's promise, and the celebration of Earth Day. And then on Saturday, April 26th, we'll have a workshop from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You're invited to join us as we come together to identify climate challenges impacting our local environment, discuss how climate justice intersects with social injustices, and brainstorm meaningful actions for a healthier, safer world for everyone. If you want more information, I believe there's a table set out in our fellowship hall where you can get more information and learn how to register for this event. For now, we'll close with these words. As we go forward into this frightening, exhilarating, confusing, miraculous world, may we offer our comfort to the afflicted, our love to those who are lonely, and our wish for all to be safe. Go in peace, committed to action.